I want to share with you folks today a few of my so-called Denver roses that are thriving in my Tampa yard. Here way across the squalor of my front yard, way in the back, is my Seagull multiflora rambler that's been there for, gosh, probably 8 or 9 years. And keep in mind that I have not watered in there in well over a year because of the now deceased mermaid that literally kept me out of my own front yard all that time. And speaking of that, the mermaid trunk is doing its doggonedest to re-emerge. Look at these powerful shoots coming out of that huge trunk. I've now sprayed it twice with my homemade Roundup substitute. But again, let's take another quick peek at Seagull. The proposed parentage is Rosa multiflora as the mother, and the red hyperperpetual General Jacques Minot as the father. Okay, let's cut through my house real quick. Oh, let's take a look at this. Here's Fairmount Red from Fairmount Cemetery in Denver. Doesn't look red here at all, and I am thrilled to see it doing so well as a robust husky own root plant in a restricted drainage container. Okay, let's cut through my house, and I want to show you all some roses out back, so-called Denver roses. Won't take long to cut through the living room. These opened up overnight, and in 2 cases have wonderful smell. Okay, right outside my back door, I've got 2 fresh blooms this morning on a hybrid rugosa called Conrad Ferdinand Meyer. Beautiful soft baby blanket pink, and an incredibly rich, very spicy, heavy old-fashioned rose smell. The parentage is very, very complex, but it does have the tea rose Gloire de Dijon in the parentage, rugosa, and I forget what else. But I love this rose, and I'm going to be using its pollen today. Over here is a rose I associate with Colorado called Rose de Resht. The consensus is it was discovered right around 1950 in Iran. I believe the woman's name was Nancy Lindsay. Wonderful old-fashioned form, very convoluted and full of petals, and an unbelievable fragrance. And I'm also going to be using its pollen today. This is just a stunning rose that was basically bulletproof in Colorado winters and dry conditions, and I never ever thought I would see it growing in Tampa. It died for me in the ground, but as soon as I put it into one of these restricted drainage water-wise container gardens where the drainage holes are 3 inches from the bottom on the sides, all of a sudden I'm growing not only roses easily despite lack of rain, but I'm now growing so-called Denver roses. Let's cut through. Mr. Rooster is howling away inside the shed. I never let him out until 10:30 in the morning so as to spare the neighbors. Just hold on, Mr. Rooster. Let's come back here. Way in the back here, I've got a specimen of ballerina, which I've never seen growing en route in Florida, just grafted onto Fortuniana rootstock and looking very sickly. It's just this charming, sweet little petite blooms that are reminiscent of apple blossoms. Very simple, and the blooms occur in nice little feminine clusters. And I guess because of the Florida heat, it's behaving more and more and more like a rambler. So there's a very good chance I'm going to bury this container either here in this spot or take it out front and bury it to protect the plastic from UV, and then train it up a piece of rebar like this here. It is a charming rose, and both David Austin and, oh, I'm forgetting his name right now. Anyway, it's been used by breeders to produce modern hybrids that make massive, massive flower clusters, even though these clusters aren't all that big. Just a sweet, simple, charming little rose, and it's doing my soul good to see it and these other so-called Denver roses so happy in my Tampa yard because of these water-wise container gardens. Hope you all enjoyed this and have a good day. Bye-bye.